So
Today, I harness my motivations to conquer personal challenges in fitness and life.
every time I didn't feel like it, I just stayed home. Or be able to look back and think, yeah, shit, man. Sometimes it feels a little harder than normal. Do it anyway. You know, I'm not trying to say get under a few 100 pounds on a squat. If you can tell you're overly fatigued from the last workout, that's a different story. But if you just feel a little, you know, you don't want to, maybe you're sitting down on the couch, you're laying down in bed, you're playing on your phone, you're in a very comfortable state. We've all been there, and you're not really getting that itch to just jump out of bed and, you know, take your pre and roll. Right? That's where you kind of have to create that urgency consciously. Right? You never have to tell somebody to wake up early to go on vacation. They're probably going to wake up before their alarm because they're so excited to do it, you know. But if that feeling isn't there, and that just, you know, urge and excitement isn't coupled with your vibe that day, dude, create it. You know, what the hell do you think your whole body is? It's in your complete freaking control. You know, don't forget, you're not you in the sense that you're your hands and you're your legs and you're everything else. No, you're this little blob of brain on the inside controlling this whole thing, you know. And if you can't take active control over it, then you're just going to be kind of breezed around with whatever outside factors are at play, and before you know it, you didn't do anything you really wanted to do. You just kind of freaking went with the flow. You know, there is a good portion of value of that. You know, don't get too locked into something and in every capacity, and you know, be able to be open to change or whatever else. But with you know, the things that you really want to get after, you probably you don't have that many. There's not a lot of things where you get to say, all right, I'm doing this because I want to do it purely for my own enjoyment and my future enjoyment from having done it, and I'm going to dedicate a pretty serious amount of time to it. There's not a lot of things like that, right? As much as we're all into kind of, you know, hyper fixating on whatever else or random hobbies, and you know, usually there's only a few that end up really clicking with any one individual. And in the case of working out, if those two things align, for one, something you should be doing anyway. Everybody should be able to lift a reasonable amount of weight, and you're really kind of into it, and you actually get excited about it. It's a fun part of your day. Dude, it's a goddamn perfect storm, you know. So that's my finisher shtick there, right?